Welcome to WTF World. This is our third episode, but I kind of consider it our first episode because the first two were rough going. We had to iron out a lot of kinks. What kind of kinks, you ask? Put a microphone in front of me and I just start sneezing my brains out. Can't explain it. Ah, shit. What was I going to say here? There was something I was going to mention here. Oh, yeah. And apparently, he put a microphone in front of me, and I forget how to communicate like a human being. The feedback I was getting on the first two episodes we did was that I sounded fake. I sounded really fake, apparently. One person even said I sounded like I was hosting a children's show. That's how fake I was. So, I guess you guys are just gonna have to suck it up and get used to me sounding fake. Here we go. The strips we're gonna release this week, the first will be about a woman who had her belly button surgically removed. She did this to seek revenge on her family. It was a symbolic way of cutting ties with her family. And a strip about someone who had the bomb squad called on him when he went into a public bathroom because it sounded like he was issuing a bomb threat when, really, he was just warning them that he was about to take a horrendous dump and they should get out for their own safety. The art in the belly button story is just so good. This is the perfect thing. You can probably see it on screen right now. I'm assuming we're putting it up. Okay, I'm sure it's up. Check out the links in the info section if you haven't seen the strips already. The first story we're going to cover today is an epic drama happening in the fine print of legal contracts around the world. Firstly, a Russian man took his bank for a rough ride because they didn't read the fine print of their own damn contract. His name was Dmitry Agarkov. Agarkov? Oh man, why do I have to pronounce names? A former police officer who received some junk mail one day and formulated a plan. I don't know if it was a prank or a scheme. Maybe a combination of the two. But it was something. He scanned his credit card application and the contract that came with it into his computer and rewrote it so they agreed to give him a credit card with no interest, no fees, and no credit limit. It also outlined a series of fees the bank would need to pay him, up to 6 million rubles, if they tried to alter or terminate the contract. Naturally, the bank accepted the application without reading it, probably because they send out millions, and they would never read them. And they sent him a card. Several years later, the two parties wound up in court, and the bank was astonished to learn that not only was it fine that Agarkov wasn't making payments on his card, but his crazy contract was legally binding, and they needed to pay up. And then he sued them for millions of rubles for the trouble they put him through. And I want to send a thank you out to Dmitry Agarkov. Agarkov. God damn it, Dmitry. For what he did. Hey, Dmitry, we got a bunch of banks over here who need to be slapped around a bit. You think you could help us out? I remember reading a story not that long ago, maybe last year, about the government of Iran, I'm pretty sure it was Iran, executing several, maybe as many as 50, my memory is hazy, executing 50 bankers for their role in the global 2008 financial collapse. Now, somewhere between these two methods, public execution and trapping them in hilarious legal contracts is a solution. So let's look into it. Our second story is about a Florida company that hid a secret contest in the fine print of their insurance contracts. Whoever found it would win $10,000. The company expected that nobody would ever read the fine print, and after 1 year, they would donate the unclaimed money to a charity. However, the money was claimed just 23 hours into their contest. They never counted on a Georgian woman named Donalyn Andrews. God damn it, world, why these names? Donalyn. Donelin. Denellin? Donalyn. I don't know. I don't even know what nickname to give her. Dunny? Whatever. Donalyn Andrews had a degree in consumer economics and reads every word in every contract she's ever signed, which is how she avoids things like Amazon and Apple deleting books and music from your phone and computer after you've paid for them. In addition to awarding her $10,000, the insurance company also gave $10,000 to a literacy campaign and $5,000 each to the 2 high schools Andrew teaches at. Now here, I want to thank the insurance company for actually doing something useful for their community. But I'm not sure what their actual name is. The words squaremouth, tin, leg, and insurance are all connected in this article, and I would like to give the company attached to those words a big thank you, because it is really cool that they ended up donating $20,000 to the community of this woman. So we're almost done with the end of episode 3, but we here at WTF World know where our bread is buttered. And so far this episode has been entirely too cerebral. Yeah, we need to get down to the basics. We need some naked asses and stupid people doing stupid stuff. So here we go. We're going to finish off with 3 quick stories that may or may not be turned into future WTF World strips. 1. A woman was just arrested for masturbating on the London subway. She claimed that she was scratching her inner thigh because it was itchy. However, she was sprawled out across 4 seats, moaning loudly, and at the height of her passion, I guess when she orgasmed, she started kicking the window. And this went on for 10 minutes. So, sorry lady, nice try. You weren't scratching your leg. Second story. I accidentally shut down the browser tab. And the last story is my personal favorite of the 3. 2 men showed up in an Arkansas hospital, their torsos covered in bruises, and they told this riveting tale of how they were transporting an asset, which is military speak for a VIP that they're in charge of protecting. They were transporting this asset through the woods of Arkansas, and they were ambushed, and there was a gunfight. Each of them were shot several times, a dozen times, and they barely survived, only due to their bulletproof vest. Unfortunately, one of their wives showed up at the hospital, concerned for their safety, obviously, and revealed that these 2 idiots had been getting drunk on the back porch and decided to put on a bulletproof vest and try it out by shooting each other for an hour. Nice try, guys. You're not heroes. You're not super sexy spies like James Bond. Good try, though. And that's it. That wraps it up for WTF World this episode. I was going to say this week, but we're probably not going to get one out every week. So there you go. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe so we can try to realize our dreams. And we will see you for episode 4.